Pikmin is one of my most favorite franchises of all time, featuring 3 completely amazing games that I enjoy 100% and utterly love to death. Then a Black Sheep that I do still enjoy, but if every other Pikmin game is a 10 out of 10, then Pikmin 2 is only like a 9.5 out of 10. It's still good, it's still really good, it's just not as good as the others. However, it has a massive modding scene, so much so that I have 5 full Pikmin 2 games to show you, and one that is in a genre of its own. So let's get right into it. But first, this is Willow. She is dumb and I love her. This is Marie. She is really dumb and I love her as well. And both of them love pets. But unfortunately, videos take a long time to make. And the simple act of reaching my hand down to pet one of my needy dum-dums can cost me hours. But if you want to see them get the pets that they desire, hit that subscribe button. Because for every 1 sub that I get, I will pet both of them once. We're shooting for 10k before the end of the year, and likewise they're shooting for 10k pets within the hour. So please, subscribe. Now, on to the first mod. First mod is Bikmin 269, which is the greatest post ever made. Seemingly, this is from a franchise of Bikmin games. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any of the others, but from the videos I could find of them, none of them seem to be nearly as polished as this. Bikmin is insane for someone who has played as much Pikmin as me. You play as Scoop, who is Louie, but Koopa actually, and his sister Gaily, who is Callie from Splatoon, but Squidward and I assume gay. Happy Pride Month, everybody. Speaking of gay, that's a system in time that works on the planet BNF 069. Instead of days, it's gays, and your ship is Luigi storing mushroom Bikmin in his ass, and it's called Forge, not Storage. Okay. That's something really cool that I noticed is that a lot of the Bikmin have their attributes changed in some ways. So elements are still the same. Your skeleton Bikmin are immune to fire, and the Dickmin are immune to poison, but they also get tossed up higher like yellows. So minion Bikmin instead carry with a weight of 5 Bikmin, and egg Bikmin are immune to becoming incels. Oh, right. So instead of needing nectar, your Bikmin should fear it, as it will turn them into trolled incels who go super f***ing slow. This actually means you should let blowhogs blow your Pikmin. You should let blowhogs blow your Pikmin. Oh yeah, and speaking of enemies, what the fuck is this? What makes this mod even better is the entirely new area, the Nether Reactor. This shitpost mod, a fucking shitpost mod, has an entirely new area. That's something even the best of Pikmin 2 mods do not have. In fact, the areas are remixed so much that I didn't realize I was in the Awakening Wood at first. I immediately noticed I was in the Distant Spring, but it looked a lot more like the Perplexing Pool for Pikmin 1. Now, something I don't really like is the caves. Now, to be fair, I always hated the caves in Pikmin 2. No, I don't hate the caves, but like, I tolerate them. I enjoy caves from Pikmin 4, 2 not so much, but the caves in Bikmin are so damn long. The first dungeon is like 5 levels long. I want to get each Pikmin type before closing up shop of the game, and this one took me like 7 or so hours to do so. This problem is made even worse thanks to the keys. Most floors want you to get a certain number of keys, so then it's just resetting until the bullshit stars align, and not as bullshit starts to happen. Like, this happened on one of my attempts of this area. But I still understand why people do like the caves in Pikmin 2, and I still certainly recommend this mod to the fullest. In fact, the memes start to become normal shockingly fast, even if I will never unsee the Heaven Cannon Beetle guy who shoots Mike Wazowski. Oh my god. The next Pikmin mod is actually my favorite on the list for quite obvious reasons. Pikmin 2 Caveless. Yes, I know I'm biased, but I f***ing love this mod. It's quite short, it only took me about 3 hours to beat, and yes, I actually did beat it. You won't see me much in the Distant Spring though, cause the footage got corrupted. Actually, a lot went wrong with this mod. For one, I had a struggle even installing it. It turns out reading the readme instead of just skimming through it helps a lot. I also made a bind for resetting so I could reset in Bikmin, and the bind was Shift plus A. But when I needed to make sure caves are gone, I used FreeCam, which uses Shift plus the WASD keys. I kept accidentally resetting to check if a cave was gone. Worst of all, when I got the mod working, I knew immediately because the tutorial was completely different. Research is really good, kids. Hell, to add to my list of issues playing / recording this mod, while I was fighting the Pelier and Snagrid, my power fucking surged mid-fight. I shit you not, you can see the moment my computer starts to shit itself. All of that aside, why do I love this mod so much? Well, it makes Pikmin 2 fun. As mentioned before, I barely tolerate the caves in Pikmin 2. I've never liked how long they take to complete. Part of the fun I get from Pikmin is seeing how few days I can beat the game in. I can min-max each day, and that's just not really a thing in Pikmin 2. Why should I bother with the day count when it doesn't reflect how fast I actually got through the game? Pikmin 2 Caveless fixes this by removing the problem at its source. The caves, believe it or not. And in its place, each area has 13 treasures to find, and very quickly you can get every Pikmin. By day 3, I was able to get them all. This did come at the cost of not getting everything done, but thinking back to it, I think I could do this area in just 2 days. It took me 3 to complete, but maybe, just maybe, see? That's what I mean. That's what I love about Pikmin. It's more than just a game to play. It's something where before each day, I sit down and say, what can I get done and how shall I do it? The only disappointment is the length, but then again, I don't know how you can make this any longer without either adding way too many treasures or having entirely new areas. This mod also lets you grow white, and I really enjoy this. The dev even minutes you can skip cutscenes and put purple Pikmin back into the game. Oh, yeah, also, purples are gone because you know why. Now, what's better than a caveless Pikmin 2 game? A cave-only Pikmin 2 game, which, ironically enough, refused to work. God damn it, the one time I want to play caves. This mod looks really cool. My problem with caves has always been that it's tied to a Pikmin game, so if you just separate the two elements, well, it balances itself out. If I want to play the caves, I can go play the caves. But okay, also the falling shit, but mainly just that it's in a Pikmin game. It is really unfortunate that this mod refused to work. I was actually looking forward to it. I tried everything, using Vulcan, MMU being on, MMU being off, turning the clock speed up, performing a ritual where I sacrificed the innocent, literally everything, and nothing worked, unfortunately. The next one is Pikmin 2 Hallows Haunt, and this is the first true dud. I will give credit, however. The 2 areas I explored were completely new, which is freaking awesome to see. I really cannot wait until we get to see the stage of Pikmin 2 modding where new areas are possible and easy to implement even. I really want to see a full new Pikmin mod, sort of akin to Mario 64's Star Road in Last Impact. But other than that, this mod falls flat. The new levels don't feel all too good at all. For example, the first dungeon has a freaking Gatling glowing. Or this section here, where I spent a good part of the day breaking this wall down when I could have been getting yellows. Also, I could get these guys back to base faster, thus meaning more yellows. It has a one-way slope. Like, why? Why would you do this? What's the point? Why have this wall here in the first place if it's blocking nothing from this side? Or right here, where I'm pretty sure they want you to throw the yellows into the water and call them back to land to build this bridge. I hadn't even realized that the blues were behind this wall, and I thought I was just cheesing this section by doing that. Why even make me have to do this? Just let me build the full bridge, because I nearly said, oh, that's all I can do. Guess I'll wait until I have blues. This isn't helped by the fact that your map may as well not be there. No new maps were drawn, and instead the old ones are left in their place. I also ran into this bug where my blues refused to take the 5 pallet back, but they took the bullboard back? And, oh wait, why won't they take this one? Why the hell did they take the first one if... Oh my god. When I first got my blues, I went over into this really cool cavern-looking area, saw the wall, and thought to myself, oh, there must be treasure behind this. Oh, hell no. Oh, also, it turns out when you're trying to swarm while holding a Pikmin, the rest of them just go into a straight line instead of where you're guiding them. Guess how I found this out? What the f- Powercut actually shares a dev from Hallows Haunt, Nintendo Clubber, and while this did not initially bode well for me, I actually truly enjoyed what I played of this mod, while I did encounter a few hiccups and this. All in all, I really like this mod. It's closer to Pikmin 2, but different. The difference is enough to still be enjoyable. For example, you don't get purples until the second dungeon, but instead, they're the last type of Pikmin you encounter, all the way in the distant spring, thus meaning reds don't immediately become outclassed. That does not mean that they do not eventually get outclassed. I really don't have much say on this mod other than it's just a simple good Pikmin 2 hack. If you enjoy Pikmin 2 but want a different experience, Powercut is your mod. There's also a more difficult version called Powercut Blackout. I didn't have time to play it for this video, but maybe if I did a sequel I could include that. So interesting story with Pikmin 251. When I first booted it up, I thought, oh, silly me, I forgot to add the widescreen gecko code. Let me put it in. So I did that. But then it crashed. And so I thought to myself, well, golly gee, I guess I'm just gonna have to use the widescreen hack on Dolphin. It doesn't matter too much, all the Bikmin footage used it, and then a light bulb went off. 251 is made by the same guy who made Colossal Caverns, Pick Hacker. So I checked the gecko codes for Colossal Caverns, and sure enough, it already had widescreen, and it was turned on, so I turned it off, and when I led into the dungeon again, it fucking worked! So let me talk about it for a bit. Now, I don't think I'll return to Colossal Caverns, unfortunately, because it's sort of a roguelike of dungeons, and personally, I'm not too fond of roguelikes. My soft spot lies much more with roguelites. But I can see why some people love this mod so much. It's just not my cup of tea. It didn't help that it ran very poorly on my PC, which mind you can run Pikmin 4 with multiple mods including 60 FPS on the final version of Yuzu, so maybe I did something wrong? But if you really enjoy caves in Pikmin 2, play this fucking mod. And you can play as Hackett and Ashley, which is enough to get a 10-star rating from me. My one run that I did didn't go perfectly. After a while, I kind of just wanted to see if I could find the Water Wraith. Well, I found just about every other enemy except for the Water Wraith. And while breaking down a wall, this happened. I don't even know where that guy came from. He just spawned in. I don't understand how, where did he come from? Anyways, back to 251, I really love this mod. I didn't have the patience to play it too much though, unfortunately, because the end of day screen takes forever to load every single time. And I am incredibly unsure why, but without this, I think I would return to this game. I didn't even find blues or purples, but if someone can tell me how to fix this bug, please let me know. Pikmin 251 is the closest mod to that Mario Star Road / Last Impact thing that I mentioned earlier. It has an entirely new type of Pikmin, not a reskin, not a replacement of another type, an actual entirely new type of Pikmin, Orange Pikmin, who resists explosions, a slightly new element. There's also poisonous blowhogs, giving whites a little bit more use outside of breaking poisonous barriers. Along with that, there's fire walls, poisonous bridges, and also look at this! They flooded the Awakening Wood! And that is that. All of the Pikmin 2 mods I could cover in this video. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I took a big risk by making it. And all it takes to make sure I can make more like this is subscribing or even commenting. You know, sometimes I question my abilities to end videos because most of them end really abruptly.